Hey guys, it's that time again, the fucking same shit that I've been doing for the last over 3 years now. Um, it's just me talking in front of a camera and just talking about how I'm doing, how I'm feeling, and all that kind of stuff. Um, so let's see. And so I just wanted to get this out of the way because it's getting close to midnight. So I'm just thinking maybe if I do this now, I'll sleep better. So I don't know. Just kind of just getting stuff off of your chest and whatnot. And as you guys know, it's currently November, and as I'm making this, and for those of you that have been around for a long time or have been part of the channel for a long time and learned a lot about me, November is a very tough month for me. Not I shouldn't just say me. Just it's a really tough month for me and my family, because not that a lot of you guys know, but on November 8th of 2017, that's when my dad passed away, and it's so weird because I remember back when I had my old channel, like fucking years ago. I'm talking about when I was like 11, 12. I was 12. Um, and I remember I made a video on my iPhone 5. Very, very, very specific, I know. Um, and I made a video in this exact basement. There was a couch back there on the wall that you guys see behind me, and I just remember I just made maybe like a 5 minute video just saying like, and I don't know why that was one of my first things when I got here, was like letting my audience know at the time that my dad passed away, and that was 7 years ago. And I remember that day very vividly. It's just losing a parent is weird. I can't tell you what exactly it's like, if you haven't experienced it. But it's I don't wish it upon anybody, especially if you have a really good relationship with your parents. With me and my dad personally, I feel like a lot of my childhood I spent too long being afraid of him because he was a hardworking man. He was a mechanic for 23 years. You know, um, running the family business after my grandpa passed away in 2015. And so he was a hardworking man. So when he came home, he was stressed a little bit. So sometimes he'd catch himself kind of running off his frustrated to run the family, even though my sensitive ass took that shit too personally. But I was a kid, so I try to give myself the benefit of the doubt when it comes to that. But no, but and it sucks because I feel like me and him didn't really start growing close until like shortly before he passed away. So like I would say it was like about the summer, or right around the whole year of 2017, I think, or maybe a little bit in 2016. Um, yeah, because but this is I'm going to tell a little story. I guess I'll tell stories in honor of my dad, but I'll tell this story real quick and then I'll get into what I've been wanting to say in this video. So I remember it had been like 2014, so about 10 years ago now. Um, my dad was like severely sick, and he was in the hospital. And I remember I couldn't see him for 2 weeks because just the room he was in and at the hospital, I was too young. I was 9 years old at the time, and I had to be like 12 or 13 to like see him. And it was rough. I remember I was a little bit sick too, so I remember mom was grabbing me medicine at the hospital, and then I had to wear a mask because I was going to see my dad, and I couldn't get him more sick than he already was. But And I remember sitting in like the emergency room, and here he comes. First time seeing him in 2 weeks, and I think that's probably the only time I've seen my dad, like, I don't want to say at his lowest, but I don't know what else you would call that. Like, that was probably like the most vulnerable I've ever seen my dad, with how sick he was. I remember he was a lot skinnier than he used to be. He had a very bushy beard because it grew out over that time. And he had the whole blood, IV shit with him, He was wearing the gown and everything. And I remember I went up to hug him, and I think that was probably one of the first times I've heard my dad like actually like sob crying. And at the time, like, I didn't know how to react because I was just a kid, And I mean, I was glad I was able to visit with my dad, Like, I was very glad about that. I remember that. And I remember just like I remember throughout that whole entire time, I was like, man, when is dad gonna come home, And then I think I remember him, like, after he like got himself together, he wasn't as emotional. And I think he said it was good to see me. Like he was like, it's good to see you, you know. And I never really got to hear my dad refer to me as son or anything like that when he would just say my name, And I don't know, it was so weird because for a lot of times, like, I was like a kid, like, oh, my dad doesn't give a shit about me, because I thought he was being too hard on me, even though he was just trying to, raise me to be the man I'm supposed to be. And that, I guess, gave me reassurance that, like, my dad loves me deeply. And I know he still does, But yeah. And I think we played like cards or something, and then I had to head back home because it was like a school night and all that kind of shit. And I think the next time I got to see him was when he got to come home on Christmas Day, actually. He actually got to come on Christmas Day that year, so that was definitely something to remember. But anyways, moving on. I don't want to make this whole thing about my dad, but even though I love my dad to death, but I feel like if I just talk too much about my dad in that kind of way, I'm just gonna be upset. I'm gonna be sad, but I don't know. Grief is weird. But the point of this video I want to make is, and the point I want to make in this video is the title of this video: faith over fear. I feel like that's been a saying that's kind of been coming across my life for the past few months now. I'd say probably since September. So only about 2 months, not too long, but I've been seeing it more often since then. And I've been someone who's just been so afraid of life in general, And because I remember, again, back to when I was a kid, I remember being like 8 years old, and I had just like this weird awakening that like an 8-year-old shouldn't even fucking, be thinking about. I remember sitting in the back seat of, I think my mom was driving or something, and we were just driving around town. And I just remember sitting in the back seat, and just like, man, I hope I figure it out. 8 years old, and it was just out fucking nowhere. I had that thought, and then I was like, why am I thinking that? I'm a kid. I'm a kid, And then I just went back to being me as a kid, And now that I'm an adult, I'm just like, fuck, I really don't have much time left. I mean, I have time, but I'm out of school now, and I need to work. And actually, update on me, I got hired at Lowe's again, the one here in Loveland. So I'm very excited about that. Who knows? Maybe when this is out, I'll probably start working because I'm filming this a little bit over a week before it releases. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to working again and getting my life started the way I feel like I should. Make me feel like I'm doing something with my life. But yeah, so but yeah, I'm always catch myself being so afraid, like relationships, friendships, work, like, because I don't know, man, like I always just have like this image in my head that like I just always picture myself as the underdog in my own life. I always feel like I have to overcome such big fucking obstacle that seems nearly impossible to finally feel like worthy, I guess. I don't know. And with that kind of mindset, it fucking sucks because in your own mind you set these standards that nothing is good enough. Like in your own mind, like you're telling yourself that nothing you're doing is good enough. You need to do more, And I get myself caught up in that mindset and I burn myself out, and then I fall into a deep depression where I just want to sit there and fucking rot because I just feel like that's the only way out, when it's not, And I know people I live with are probably going to see this video. Well, shout out to my grandma and my aunt, by the way. They're awesome. I love them. But if you're watching this, don't rip my ass too hard, okay? Because I know you're probably going to end up seeing this one way or another. But I just feel like I just need to be doing more than what I am doing. Even if I'm not supposed to, but maybe I'm just not satisfied. Maybe I won't ever really get that self-satisfaction until I start to feel like I'm worth a shit. But I will say that I've made progress. Like, I've at least started to gain more self-respect for myself, where I'm going to the gym as much as I have been, 5 days a week. I'm in the best shape I've ever been. I mean, it may not look like it, but I got a sleeper build. But no, I'm trying to have faith over fear, because I don't know, for a long time I felt like having faith was just believing in false belief or false hope. That's the correct term for it. And I didn't want to be those kind of people that like end up feeling like a fool because they believed in false hope, and and like I can like certain people give a shit when they don't, But I know there's people that care about me and love me, and there's so many people that I care about and love. Sometimes I feel like I care too much, and sometimes it's just a lonely feeling when you're like that, because you just feel stuck, either physically, like maybe it's the location you're in, or mentally, like in your head, you just feel stuck, and because like you feel like you need to talk to somebody, but you feel like what you want to talk about, that other person isn't really going to understand, even if you've known them your whole life. You know what I mean? And I don't know, I just get in my head, man, and like it's almost like I have to do something unbelievable to get someone to see me. They'll be like, "Hey, I see you." Because I feel like I just haven't been seen. I mean, I feel like I am seen. But again, I've probably been doing this entire video, I'm second guessing myself, and that's been my biggest fucking weakness my entire life. And I wish that's just something that I can overcome, the freaking second guessing and the overthinking, because I don't know. We live and we learn, right? I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and then go to bed at night. Like, it's just light. We gotta move on. And I just get in this cycle of just like, I don't know, man. Like, I just feel like it's stuck. It's almost just feels like the definition of insanity. Just like same shit, different day. And I don't want to live like that my entire life, And I'm trying to find ways to what can I do to like fix myself or like help myself with that mentally, I don't know. And I don't know if you guys know, but November is technically Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. I want to get to a point in my life where I can start raising awareness for it, because I support men's mental health and mental health in general. I just feel like men's mental health isn't necessarily talked about enough. But I don't know. Sometimes I think myself growing into as a man, like, wonder if I'm doing all right. I mean, I get told I'm doing good and whatnot, but I'm just like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm just doing me, what I think is right and what I want to do. So, but yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm probably gonna wrap this up. I know I rambled quite a bit. I kind of just, I don't know. I just talk out to the universe. I'm just like, I hope everything that I've worked for thus far, that I've wanted in my life, I get to still have that in my life. And I'm pretty sure the universe knows what I'm talking about. But yeah, but anyways, guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We do have some fun things coming up, though. Tomorrow will be the Friendsgiving podcast episode with me and Hunter. I believe we played a card game on that episode, which was a very fun episode, but you have to watch the episode to find out what card game we played. And then coming up on next Thursday on Thanksgiving is our Thanksgiving stream special. I'm not going to quite announce what game we played, but you guys will see when it comes out. So 2 big events coming up. And then next month, we will have our Friendsmas podcast episode on December 21st. And then obviously our Christmas stream special on Christmas. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy. Stay tuned for those big events and hang out. It'll be a lot of fun. So they're not actually going to be live. They're going to be premieres. But yeah, anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoy. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys so much. And your guys' support means a lot. And the fact that you guys watch these videos and it helps you guys, that is all I can really ask for when it comes to making these videos, is that hopefully it gets out to someone who needs it. But I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Take care of yourselves. Happy holidays. Happy Thanksgiving, since that's coming up here soon. And I love you guys with all my heart. And I don't know what I would do without doing YouTube. So I'm going to continue doing it until the day I die, bro. Fucking film my death. Film me on my deathbed. Like, what's up, guys? Okay, sorry. Too dark. Sorry. But yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. As always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys. Be well. Take care of yourselves. I mean it. Self-care is very important. I know. I need to tell myself that too. Being a fucking hypocrite. Okay, bye. Take care of yourselves. See you guys. Bye.